the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. The Boilermakers will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. Breaks the tackle. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They kick it away on 4th down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we... Injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mills. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jones. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs. And the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do you back and self-scout. Look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye-week rust.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. This one's complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Jones. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's gone.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's gone. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Perdue offense heads back out to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Makes the grab. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Steps away. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd
like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Boilermakers will try to pick it up on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Perdue!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Oh, man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all. Already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. First down here for the offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
He got it. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Perdue offense heads back out to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Leaves it with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4 down territory. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Boilermakers! A great catch and run for 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Perdue! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback's got the first.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The running back has it. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
All you got to do is give this guy a little bit of space. That's all he needs. With his speed, he's in the 2nd level just like that, breaking off an explosive run.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Big fullback's got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Run it with the fullback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Going to try to get it himself. He works his way up to the 30. And is pushed out of bounds. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Fullback's got it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Going for it all. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fields the butt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Turbin. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's gone. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sticks it in his belly. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. Touchdown, Perdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Perdue offense heads back out to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Turbin. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Give to the fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Turbin. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to beat Greg right here to end the game. And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gonna take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. He'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. Bust through behind his pad. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping.
Breaks into the open. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Perdue offense heads back out to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over, right?
He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Turbin. Here's a heat. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think...
Looking for a deep man. Snags it down the right side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Makes a connection. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good